Today we will be testing a Forex day trading strategy. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of strategies and indicators, and I'm testing more every single day. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with a custom indicator. And we have an amazing community over on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader. If you are interested in getting access to the spreadsheets of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested, as well as a free trial to our custom indicator, you can just sign up for our Patreon down below. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a Forex day trading strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 340 different strategies, with 110 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 87% win rate. That was achieved using the Academy of Forex indicator. And so far, since we've been keeping track, it has outperformed 238 of the other strategies that we have put it up against, every single one so far. We've also tested a total of 1,026 indicators, with 428 of them being winners. We've also tested a total of 1,026 indicators, with 428 of them being winners. Alright, so today, as I said, we will be testing a Forex day trading strategy. And so more precisely, we're testing a specific indicator. And so the source video says this free trend signals are next level, or I guess it says these free trend signals are next level. And so and then they go on to show this particular indicator here and a few different ways on how to use it. And so in this particular case, since we are testing just a single indicator, we will be putting this on the indicator testing spreadsheet and not the strategy testing spreadsheet, and we'll be marking it on the testing scoreboard as well. And so the indicator, as you can see here on screen, is the radius trend indicator, this one right here. Go ahead and click on that and add it to the screen. And we'll leave this on the default settings, even though they did say that you can modify the settings, or maybe it was switched just a little bit. Let me see here. So reset the settings, and let's see. Nope, it is on the default settings, the 0.15. And go ahead and click OK. And so the source video basically said that anytime you get a coloration shift, so basically when it goes from the red color like this here to the blue, that means that you are now in an uptrend. And anytime you go from the blue to the reddish color like this here, then that means that you are now in a downtrend. And they said specifically that this dashed line right here was created with some kind of specific mathematical formula or something along those lines, which means that it acts as a very strong kind of support and resistance area. And so they said one of these strategies is when the coloration shift in the cloud takes place, so from the blue to the red like this here, you should then look for price to pull back to this dashed line, and when it does, you should then enter into either a short or a long depending on the color. And so in this case, we're looking for a short trade because it is switching from the blue to the red right here, and we get that pullback to the dashed line right here. And so what I did was I would wait for price to close between the dashed line and the in this case the upper line of the cloud right here. And when price would close within that, I would then consider that an entry in the opposite direction with a very tight stop. And so if there was a wick on this candle here, the wick would be the place where I would place the stop. And so in this case, your entry would be right here, and wherever the wick was is where the stop would go. Now in this case, because there is no wick, I'm just going to place it right at the midpoint between the candle or the open of the trade and the upper line right here. And then I'm going to target a 1 to 2 risk reward, and so it would be right about there. Whoops, didn't move the whole thing. And so we'd be right about there with the trade. And so we'll play this forward just a little bit here, and you can see within 1 to 2 bars we come down and would have hit the take profit. And for a long trade, again, what we're looking for is that shift in the coloration of the cloud. So we go from the red cloud like this here to a blue cloud like this here. We're then looking for price to pull back into that cloud and to that dashed line. And we are looking for the bar to close within the dashed line and the lower line in this particular case, because we're looking for the long. And you can see that we do have a really nice long tail on this candle right here. So in this case, for the long trade, we would set our entry right here, and we would put our stop just right below that wick right there. Now, in theory, you could definitely in both these cases just sat the stop right here at either the upper band, the upper line, or this lower line, and I feel like you still would have had plenty of room to have a really nice tight stop and a potential really nice move to the upside. And so, but we'll go ahead and place it just slightly below the wick, which is very close to that line anyways, and we'll target that same 1 to 1.5 risk reward right about there. Let's go ahead and play this one forward and see how it plays out. You see price comes down, gets really close to our stop, but doesn't quite trigger it before it then bounces and makes this push to the upside, getting us to our take profit once again. Alright, so that puts us at the end of the testing right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, if you are interested in a profitable trading strategy, I highly recommend you check out the best strategy that we have tested so far on the channel. It has been able to maintain consistently in the mid 80% win rate. In the upper corner, you will find a link to the video where you can view the strategy. We'll also put a thumbnail up of the video on screen now, and I will also link to it at the end of this video with that same thumbnail. Alright, let's go ahead and go over the numbers on this indicator. So we did the 50 trade test like we normally do. Out of those 50 trades, we got 26 winning trades and 24 losing trades. That's going to put it at a 52% win rate. With the 1 to 1.5 risk reward, if you were looking to gain $600 per winning trade, your total gain would have been $15,600. On the losing side, you'd have been risking $400 per losing trade. Your total drawdown would have been $9,600 for an overall gain of $6,000 altogether. So, all in all, considering how it's just a standalone indicator, it did very well, especially for it being on a lower time frame. Yeah. All in all, very nicely done, I will say. Compare that to the Academy of Forex indicator. During the same period of time, we did 52 trades altogether. We had 41 winning trades and 11 losing trades. It's going to put it at a 77% win rate. If you were looking to gain the same $600 per winning trade, your total gain would have been $24,600. On the losing side, you'd have lost $13,200 for an overall gain of $11,400. So definitely better results, but again, I still feel like this indicator did very well as the Academy of Forex indicator, which is a little bit more thoroughly tested. We've been testing it for a longer period of time over a larger number of trades, and on and on and on. And so, if you're interested in the Academy of Forex indicator, you can get a free trial when you sign up for our Patreon down below. Once the free trial is over, it's only $15 a month to maintain access to the indicator. And you do have to maintain your Patreon status, but still super cheap for a profitable, efficient trading system. We've also recently developed a scalping strategy. You can see some of the trades on screen now using that strategy. Some really decent numbers been able to achieve. If you are interested in seeing a video on that scalping strategy, just click the link up in the corner now and it will take you to that video. All right, that's it for this strategy here. This indicator, we'll go ahead and put this one on the yes list and move on to the next video from here.